Captain White's, a high seas guy, but, you know, I think there's just something about the Supreme team that's you can't really put down on paper as to why they work so well, but they just do.
It's true.
And I think part of it's just heroes. You can call it leadership, you can call it frustration with a bunch of goddamn morons. It binds everyone together.
I'm really excited to see who wins this game.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in some of the previous games that I've seen, the cheesesteak has had a lot more impact. Of course, he is suffering from some neurological issues, so he's definitely not. He might not even be 50% out on the court, to be honest. And I mean, Rad is going up against him, just like Ichabod was going up against him last time. But Ichabod didn't really dominate against Cheesesteak like I kind of thought he would in Cheesesteak's kind of limited capacity. So.
And now keep in mind, I mean, Kurt King and Tapas Tiempo and Gordon Coons, all those guys are kind of they just fought the Sons of Agar proper for the
Yeah.
trios title, but here they are playing basketball together.
Well, I think Kurt is the only member of that squad that's on this team. I'd have to check their rosters. Let me take a peep at that. There's so many documents. Oh goodness. I feel panicked. I can't find the document I need. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's just Kurt King from that, original Splinter faction. I'm more surprised that Puncho Baggins is out there. He's clearly got some kind of protective mask on. You can't see his facial tattoo. It's completely covered up by whatever's kind of keeping his stitches together. I guess it's some sort of plaster. He might he might not be getting a lot of minutes tonight.
Man, Kurt King. Kurt King is kind of slowly but surely, as you can see there, just totally exhausted after that one big play.
Yeah.
Someone though who is becoming kind of a fan favorite with his. He gives everything every play and just becomes completely. He drains himself with every movement.
Yeah, he puts a lot of effort into it up until a point, and then he puts in zero effort. As you know, we saw in that bizarre triple threat match where he was, taking punches to the face and just simply doing an airplane dance in retaliation.
He just stop. Like that, like his free throw style is kind of indicative of that. Like he's lucky that he made that shot. I feel.
Yeah.
He just kind of throws it up there. But here we have Hero Supreme. Now, Jessica, do you think that maybe that these guys are warmed up? Do you think that this might be a bit of a, an advantage for the Supreme Family Buick basketball team?
I think it definitely could be. It's a double-sided sword. They're definitely warmed up to play, but I think the adrenaline dump of gutting through such a close victory and it coming down to the literal last-second shot is definitely an issue. I think some of these guys might be, have just, worn themselves out in the previous game.
There's Cardi Hendricks not making the shot that time.
Yeah.
Cheesesteak has gone like almost 30 minutes of game time tonight without a basket.
Yeah. I just wish some of these guys would, just take the easy open shot as opposed to whatever this bullshit they're doing. Not every shot's going to be wide open, not every shot's going to be perfect, but sometimes you just have to try and see what happens, because it's frustrating to watch. You'll have to see if maybe we can get some sort of motivational speaker to remind these guys to, you know, to let it fly a little more frequently.
Who would that be? Who would that motivational speaker be?
I don't know. I mean, even if it's, just finding some good YouTube videos of, like inspiring speeches from movies on YouTube.
Like Any Given Sunday,
Yeah,
Al Pacino's locker room speech.
yeah. Oh, Philly. God. Just, woof. Didn't even hit the backboard. I don't know what his point of reference was.
This is also an extremely low-scoring bad game.
Yes.
Could that possibly be that these teams have good defense? The Democratic Socialist Torvald Harrelson with a nice jump shot there.
I mean, it could be. I know in the last game, both teams seemed to shoot around 50%, which, I don't know what the typical average of really high level NBA teams are. Of course, these guys are, not even, they're basically amateurs who have been roped into this. Um, I think it's just an issue of so much hesitation, so much ball movement. Oh God, Karate Hendrix with defense.
It's so good.
God,
Oh
he
my
just.
God.
But props to Kurt King for the follow up. He would.
That's another fun fight, actually, right there. I
Yeah.
would love to see what would happen there. But like Karate Hendrix, we know is the gas tank to outlast Kurt King. I would go with Karate Hendrix as a favorite there.
Yeah, he's got the gas tank. He's got the length just to. If it's kickboxing, he's definitely gonna pick apart Kurt King from outside. If it's wrestling, I think he's just got he's got the ability to hit that. He likes that big. I think it's a jumping head kick, and that's just really devastating. Kurt King, meanwhile, would probably try and land gut busters and terrible sentons for far too long.
These people have to take a shot.
Yeah,
Take a shot.
I think we need to see if they can start abiding by the old Phoenix Suns philosophy of 7 seconds or less, and just run down, take a shot, try and get a rebound. If not, hustle back. Just to see if we can get something a little more entertaining out of these guys playing.
It's just terrible. Karate Hendrix is playing really well though.
Yeah,
Like that's the thing about karate is like he is the most unsexy player on the court by far, but like when you watch him, he neutralizes anyone he's playing against. He's like
what?
really good.
Oh God.
Terrible.
Rat Middle trying a bizarre jumping alley-oop attempt that was.
That was like a jumping floating alley-oop, like a floater alley-oop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go.
Cheesesteak play this. It's just terrible.
Yeah. There's Rat
Rat
Middle.
middle, finally. That makes a lot of sense. Karate out of position. Everyone was out of position.
Yeah. Got our first time out of the game. So we're gonna get some subs on the court, and we have Xylop in a dog costume.
Yep, that xylophone is Bianche. That's the most physical and fastest you'll ever see him move, really. You would think that if he could use his skills that you see him dancing there in the dog costume, he'd be a better fighter. But we're over 2 quarters of the way through quarter one, and neither
Yeah.
team has yet to hit double digits in points. So
Oh goodness. Let's see who takes the court for both teams. Let's see if there's good distribution of minutes, or if someone's going to end up playing 35, 36. I still can't believe
this
Bernard decided to stick it out that long.
I'm just very disappointed in the Supremes and only scoring 4 points in over 6 minutes.
Yeah,
67% through this quarter, and they've had 2 baskets.
yeah. So I think with what we saw last game, we can definitely uh, consider I guess to be kind of cute with the nickname, a basket brawl series of fights that have stemmed from on-court action. And I think Freddie Fisher and Blowhole Bernarda is
Blow.
definitely the first of those that hopefully we can, you know,
Yeah.
hopefully Xylop and Dougie and Let Lou can kind of find room for that on the card. I assume they're making the card for this week.
Yeah,
I
Hero and Federal is kind of nice too.
Yeah, that's a good point guard matchup. Nothing really emerging so far.
Culpepper is just. How is that not? There's just really, I mean, the referee's just allowing them to get away with a lot down below, and I guess that's
Yeah,
fine. I'd rather have that in this basketball league than anything. But
yeah. It's a very wrestling style of not calling infractions, except for the most basic of out of bounds made basket. That was I believe an airball alley oop attempt. Wow. So we have one team who has cracked double figures, and another team desperately trying, but I don't think they're going to do it this quarter.
absolutely
This
terrible.
this is even worse than the first game.
How is this possible? The Supreme Family Buick is on pace for just under 30 points today in this game against the Sons of Anger.
I
Freddie
think it was
Fisher, a non-factor. Everybody's just a non-factor.
yeah I think it was a mistake to have them play so soon. I think they just were. I think they were more tired than warmed up.
They're also playing like idiots.
Well, that's not outside the norm of any of the four
True.
teams we've seen throughout this bazaar.
That was a terrible ending shot. Like he chucked it up in the air with 3 seconds left.
Jacques Jean Jacques is you know, he just wants this to be over. He wants to go back to sitting down.
You can see that the Supremes, like the look in their eyes, these
Oh
men
yeah.
are dead behind the
Yeah.
eyes. They know
Oh,
that the ball isn't going in.
oh dear God, Psylop is on roller skates.
Psylop.
This is a bad idea for all involved. He's gonna knock down
Psylop should not be doing this.
these nice women who I assume are librarians from the local schools volunteering, or maybe they're children's mothers. Oh God, that was
There's just no white jerseys under the basket at
no.
all, ever really. Like I mean, you can see right there the rebound 16-8. These men are
Yeah,
out of place at all times. Puncho Baggins, huge.
yeah,
I mean, this is a man who just left surgery a few days ago, and I
yeah,
know that they had to put a lot of makeup on his face for this. A lot
yeah,
of like plastiques and whatnot, like the Hollywood makeup,
yeah.
just so to make it on Twitch. But
God, it's a 10-point game, and I think that might mean this thing is out of reach already.
Yeah, this is a blowout.
Yeah, well, maybe we spoke too soon. Have no fear, Bradford's here.
Bradford did change the fate of Philly for the first 3 quarters of the last game for sure
Yeah, he was definitely trying to earn that,
against the alt-right.
six-man award.
Oh man, he totally deserves it at this point. Maybe that was an incredible game. You'll see all these games on YouTube.
I'm really excited for everything that SCFL has expanded to. It started kickboxing. It's moved to wrestling. It's looks like there's going to be kickboxing, with a little more frequency. Maybe not necessarily every week. Depends on just who's available. Because pro
Hmm.
wrestling has definitely taken a big chunk of everyone's time. But
Yeah.
basketball is here. There's who knows what's on the horizon.
I think, yeah, the basketball is so important for these guys to just, get a good sweat in,
Yeah.
and it's good.
For some guys, sweat out the previous night's partying.
Or just the previous night's being a bad father.
I don't know how you sweat that out, but um,
It is.
oh,
That's how you do it. This is terrible. This is really bad.
weird
Oh my
circus
God.
action from Jacques.
The
I mean,
Supreme Family Buick has got to just pull the trigger,
yeah.
just shoot shots.
I mean, Philly's got a. It feels like he's got a good head of height over, uh, God, over Chucky, and he's just refusing
Oh.
to take it. Torvald just covering up Blaster, just saying no. I can't do a Swedish accent, so I'm not gonna try, but he's just saying
Right.
no. No.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually gotten technical fouls before for throwing books of the collected work of Marx at the opposing benches.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a good player. A lot of hustle.
I, I don't know if anyone has shown Goros how to shoot a basketball because that flat footed heave
I
looked
don't.
so
Yeah,
terrible.
it, it was like a turnaround too.
It's so weird because he's sick.
This is terrible.
He's like 6'3", but he plays in a low post position because these guys are just not big. So it's just an awkward situation for all involved. I mean, I feel like everyone has had a points drought, but who else to save the Supreme Buick family but Hero Goddamn Supreme? God. I mean, Captain White could have driven to the hoop on that one instead of pulling up.
Josh Burnett has been released by the UFC.
Yep. Oh well.
Wow. I hope he does something crazy in Ryzen.
Now he has to get booked to fight Fedor and somehow fail a drug
Oh,
test so
such a
badly that Bellator goes out of business.
Bellator folds into itself and creates a black hole.
Yeah. And then he'll start wrestling in Impact.
Somehow Scott Coker has to fight Dada 5000.
Jesus. Oh boy.
I would pay so much money to see that.
That was
Oh my god.
big time.
This is a terrible game. Look at this.
Those are
The
some
field goal
garbage.
percentage.
Yeah. Again, is this good defense? Is this
I
piss poor
don't know.
offense? Is this both? I mean, it feels like there have been more shot clock violations than like just well contested possessions. Just
Yeah.
that
Hero
ten,
doing his best to like just get the high percentage shot now, you know?
that 10
I mean,
point lead
this is
is cut
only
in
a
half.
5 point game.
Yeah, it was 10. It was 10 a couple of minutes ago.
Right.
But you see some of these guys, they really don't want to get contacted. This is just a kind of a hobby for them, so
Recovery day.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not trying to get slammed into by Kurt King's, 260-pound frame as he goes up for a dunk. I don't blame him. King's got a lot of beef. Hero is just frustrated.
Yeah, like, I mean, what else can you do at this point?
Oh, hey, Chudley.
Chudley, hello.
Chudley, I'm not sure if you were here for our not our first game tonight, but the first basketball game on Saturday. But yeah, we have the LA-based Sons of Anger taking on the Philadelphia-based Supreme
You just
Gym.
missed an incredible game, Chudley,
Yeah.
with the, oh my god.
The alt-right versus this team that's currently in the down by 9 points. The Supreme Gym. If you get a chance to check
Yeah.
out either the replays on here on Twitch or the YouTube videos, if nothing else,
All of it
check
was,
out
yeah.
tonight's first game because it was ridiculous.
I mean, the game that we have on YouTube now is actually ridiculous as well, but this one, I mean, even if you just have to watch the last 2 minutes,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Will be talked about for possibly ever. So
Uh-huh.
much so that it might have spawned a few fights for this
Yeah.
upcoming weekend's card. There was a flagrant foul that was very physical.
We just had two big back-to-back dunks from Karate and Kirk King, as it looks like there's maybe some renewed energy from both of these teams. Well, maybe, as people just kind of flail.
I think we can both agree that the best part about the match is the ending and Ichabod's reaction.
Yeah. I think someone needs to crying Jordan him immediately.
That's funny.
But I definitely am hoping that we can get maybe with its own special logo a basket brawl challenge kind of weekly match.
I feel like it's a CFL hoops.
Well, no, I'm saying any match that comes out of a game is not necessarily a title or anything attached to it, but we just note that this is a basketball challenge, a basket brawl
Sure.
challenge match.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Just to
Sure.
say, hey, this is because two guys have the classic issue of hoops
Right.
beef.
For example, out of this, Freddie Fisher and Blowhole Bernard are definitely going to fight because they were rebounding very, very stiff rebounds down below.
Yeah, there were
Uh,
moments when they were, getting very physical with each other on the low post. Oh,
Sadly, Chudley's coming in when it's just a shit game. It's just a turd out there.
well, Kurt King and Karate might be, having some issues. They've traded dunks. There's some fouls going on.
That last game was genuinely an all-time game that we
Yeah,
may never be able to come back from.
yeah. I mean, Jason is familiar with the Friendship Bunch basketball games, which had some
Yep.
amazing moments, but
Was Chudley in that?
he was not, I don't believe.
Yeah, because Chudley's in Friendship Bunch.
Yeah. I mean, those had
Yeah,
some
those
great games, but those were, much better players. So it was expected that everyone was playing at a higher level.
right.
These guys are, I mean, this is for some the third, fourth, maybe fifth sport that they do, and the the skill level certainly drops off big time after, for some guys, even after the first one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most important thing to point out here is that Jonesy is just not doing anything. Because isn't he on the Supremes? Or no, I mean
No,
on the Sons of Anger? No?
no,
He's
Jonesy
on
is a
Hodgepodge?
hodgepodger. Yep, but the
Okay.
Jonesies, the Missouris, the Kellys. Wow,
A lot of ball movement.
I feel like I
Oh,
feel like that's Rat's first bucket of the night. I can't be certain,
this
but
is terrible. I'm sorry, Chudley, that you have to be seeing this. This is really bad. Like, the previous games were so close and good.
yeah.
And it shouldn't. Oh my god, they're just beating him up.
Although, both teams have definitely upped the scoring from the first quarter to the second because they were both on, Philly was on pace for, I think, 30 points, and now
Sure.
you know, they're getting close to that at the end of the half. So that's pretty good.
Blaster Robinson hitting the free throws after injuring his shoulders a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Jessica, I think you could agree that he has a pretty high free throw percentage for a guy who's a former MMA champion.
Yeah, I have to imagine.
Yep.
Among former MMA champions,
Shoot
he's
fighter. Yeah.
yeah. Rastaban just holding the
I
ball,
can't.
waiting.
Yeah, I can't stress enough how much I'm going to enjoy going back through the rosters on the website and adding in like free throw percentages.
Yeah, positions, points per
Like
game.
81% free throw percentage, former shoot fight champion.
God, we should try and add. Like I know they have, everyone has their wrestling finishing move on their roster page, but I think if they have any good dunks, they should get those gift and put on their roster
Oh,
page.
absolutely. Just really good things in general. Like, I mean, because Hero Supreme's also like a point guard, so like a really
Yeah,
nice pass would work too.
yeah. I mean, I think karate's not to spoil it for not to spoil it too
Yeah,
much for Chudley, but what karate did last game.
totally agree that that should go on his roster page. I think that is
I mean, it's probably the most impressive thing he's done in a long while, because of he's
since
had some
winning. Oh,
he's had a lot of woes since March Sadness.
yeah.
After
I
that,
mean,
he's
but honestly, Jessica, can you like ask for more out of like an athlete in even like a 4 month span 3 month span since March Sadness, that to win March Sadness, which is the hardest tournament, but then to do what he did, big rebound advantage for the Sons of Anger there.
yeah.
But like, can you even imagine? Like, I mean, you can't ask for more from an athlete
No.
that has to, wrestle in tournaments and play shooting small forward. I think you
Yeah,
really can't ask for more.
and kickbox against guys
Yeah,
from
he beat up
Switzerland.
Tony Singh last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who these guys dunking on the trampoline are. Hopefully Xylop's not in that lineup because he should not. He just should not. Kurt King is doing pretty well.
Yeah, you
Close.
can tell that he's tired though.
Oh yeah, he's close to a double double.
He's exhausted at
and
this point.
he's
That's what's got them to this point, though.
yeah, maximum effort.
Always. Hero Supreme bringing the ball to the floor. I don't think Cheesesteak has any points still in 2 games now, right? 6 quarters, no points.
Yeah,
Karate.
probably not. Jesus. I think
Hell
he
yeah.
I I think he put his testicles on Corvus Rogers.
If there's anyone who can take over a game right now, it's Karate, and I want him to do
Yeah.
this. Kurt King's tough though.
Yeah. Well, when Rat Metal's throwing the ball away like a doofus, it's
Yeah,
certainly not,
well,
not helping.
Rat's gonna do that sometimes.
Because he's the only thing going on in his head is debba 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 down down.
Like, God, Philly doesn't take any shots either.
No. And it's so weird because I've seen them both. I've seen Philly and Jesus definitely shoot a lot more than what they're doing. Oh, that was.
Karate is. He's just like, all right, I gotta do it. If I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Like, he's
Yeah.
lucky that he had the clock counting down there.
Yeah.
But
I,
hit
I
this free
liked
throw, Karate.
I like that hug from Hero. Like Karate. Hero just hugging Karate from behind, like you are not
You're
a
my
goddamn
son
idiot.
now.
Yeah.
You're not a goddamn idiot. You're
I'm
my
gonna
son now.
I'm gonna adopt
You
you.
want to be my nephew? I'm gonna have my brother adopt you.
What do you know about selling pre-owned Buicks?
You want to be on my team, kid? All right, you missed it, so
Oh
I'm
god damn
proud
it.
of you, but you don't need to be. I'll have my brother adopt you, but I'm not hiring you yet.
Oh, I thought
Give me
Rat was
$9 an hour.
God, Rat, you could have just drove to the hoop, you big lug. Oh. Uh
Philly finally doing something worthwhile. They've got to get a high percentage basket here.
yeah.
Freddie Fisher's been completely invisible all game.
Yeah. I think
Like,
he's
feed it to Karate if you have to, Jesus,
yeah.
but, like, come on, make a decision.
I wonder though if Freddy is, a little nervous of what happened with Blowhole and he doesn't want to get too involved with anything Gorvis is going to throw at him.
These people are lucky that Karate Hendricks is even near them right now. Jesus is dead weight out there.
Yeah.
Freddie Fisher looks lost. Hero is only as good as he can be. Like when Karate's like drawing people off of him,
Yeah.
it's not good. Karate's like doing it on both sides. Oh, come on, 7-point game.
Yeah.
Hero's got to hit a shot. Like, what are you doing even passing the cheese stick anymore? These guys got to call a timeout here. The Sons of Anger. This is terrible. Rat Mill on cheesesteak? Come on! Whoa!
Oh god, Rat. You dingus.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Who's coming in here? Chucky Murphy.
First SCFL World Champion, Chucky
Yeah.
Murphy.
Basically invisible now at this point. He's just
Both
hanging
as a-
out usually.
as a player, as a
like,
fighter?
seminars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's made a lot of money. He opened up his own gym in the suburbs.
He's still
Oh,
trying to lose
God.
that weight. He's trying to
Who
trim
got the
up.
foul?
Freddie Fisher hurled
Offensive
Gorvis.
foul?
Yeah, loose ball. Freddie Fisher, I thought he was trying to avoid any confrontations with Gorvis, but he's
Freddie
fearless.
Fisher's really, yeah, he's aggressive out there, man. Culpepper is finally in the game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time left here, but they need to feed Culpepper. Cheesesteak needs to get out of the game.
God, look at that height discrepancy between Karate Hendricks and Chucky Murphy. And Karate didn't just take it and just smash him to bits.
Terrible, Hero. You're so lucky.
God, it is now. It was a 10-point game at one point. It is now down to 4. Granted, it was
There's
at
a ton
5
of time
for
left.
it was at 5 for a couple of minutes. Just stagnant at a 5-point game.
It's just swamp water, just mosquitoes. It's just terrible. This is so low scoring. Oh, terrible!
Gorgeous Gorvis is lucky as well.
Gorgeous Corpus.
He wants to be called that even though he is a hideous monster.
Oh my God, this is just horrible basketball.
Oh boy.
Captain White, we saw a bit of a ball hog, but still someone who is fearless and will drive the hoop or take that shot, which is something that these teams desperately need.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can cut into the 6 point lead here. The clock is ticking down big time.
Yeah. The big issue is, you want someone who's going to take the shot, who's not going to shoot you out of the game like Ron Lewis did with that hodgepodge squad
Yeah,
Saturday. He was on fire in the first half, and then just he ended up shooting, I think, 11% from the field in the second half, which really didn't help his team's chances.
yeah, he was doing great.
Oh boy, I was not expecting that.
That's Cheesesteak's first points, I think,
Yeah, across
in both
two
games.
games. Yeah,
Yep, that was pure luck.
yeah,
Like Cheesesteak, we saw him got knocked out. He got knocked out last week.
yeah. God, Corvus
Oh,
is—he's not jumping. He's not like
yeah,
nothing about his motion looks good. I hate
he's
it.
kind of unconscious right now. Yeah.
It's gross.
Damn it! I wish Cheesesteak would have hit that. He was open too.
Yeah. For whatever
Wow,
reason,
Chucky
these
Murphy and
guys.
Poncho out there. It's interesting.
Yeah. For whatever reason, these guys seem to be. God. Seem to be really infatuated with alley oops, and it seems like if they can't get that, then they're just kind of lost. But Bradford blocks Kurt King. And Karate. God, Karate's so
Freddie
good.
Fisher's loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Karate's awesome. Bringing it within two. Ton of time left for both teams to pull away again, though. 12 total minutes left in the game. 3 this quarter. 9 the next. There's those rocks covered in wires again. Oh my god.
Might be baked potatoes wrapped in bungee cord. I'm not sure. We
I think they're rocks wrapped in rusty wire.
I mean they probably are, but and there's oh god, there was Xylup doing the worm in his dog suit. Who taught him to do the worm?
He's so athletic when he's like, when I lose my inhibitions,
Yeah, I
I
think it's a
get so funny.
I guess he feels that since most people don't know it's him, he's much more free to be himself, or it's like a nobody can see him situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Chudley, the Sons of Anchor have really struggled offensively, and Karate Hendricks can take a game over on his own. Um, oh God, how did that happen?
Kurt King is too tired now is the
Yep.
issue.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Supremes. The Supremes have taken the lead.
Yeah.
Are you shocked?
I really am. I mean, for the Suns to be up 10, and with just how bad both teams were shooting, I thought you can't just get back up, or tie the game, let alone go up from a 10-point deficit with how bad the offenses on both teams were. I thought it was just going to be more of a
It was like a
slog.
13-point deficit at one point.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, at this point, and the interesting thing is that I feel like the Clippers, it's kind of they have their B team out there right now.
Yeah, other than Gorvis, I think it's Gorvis and Kurt. Their front court is their starting lineup, or their starting two. But I mean, how long have those guys been out there? I think Gorvis has probably been out there
Exactly.
a good chunk.
Like the whole game almost.
Yeah, that's something that the Supreme Team doesn't seem to do. They let their guys have all their guys seem to rotate in and out pretty consistently. So
Huge Culpepper rebound
yeah,
keeps this alive. Man, who do you want to win? I mean, you are Sons of Anger Gal.
yeah. I mean, I like the team. They've definitely you know got some good you know I'll put it this way: they have fighters that I like on the team. In terms of playing basketball, they don't have a lot of guys that really do much for me. I mean, Karate Hendricks is just so dynamic. Hero is he's not on the court, but Hero's such a good player. It's tough to not root. It's tough to root against him, I should say. But then I mean Gorvis with just an off balance block.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
with his
he's a
weird.
physical force to be reckoned with, really.
He's a physical freak in a lot of ways. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I mean his length, his face.
Notice how when Cheesesteak even shows that he can exist in a positive manner, this team is just doing much better.
Yeah. Oh
Still
God.
very low scoring, very low shooting percentages
Yeah.
in this game. Very, uh,
Just a bad pass from Jacques. Oh God. Karate Hendricks is out of this world.
he really is. He seems to have only gained confidence from
Yeah.
hitting that shot, last game against the alt-right in what is definitely going to be a classic match that'll be on YouTube soon.
Yeah.
Um, he can do it all.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere in the court, offensively, defensively, he can even pass. He can truly do it all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to say, like, along with basketball, did that count? No.
They are taking a look at it. We'll have to see if it
Oh,
left his
it's a
hand.
Lester Robinson, because he does have that injured shoulder after Mike Miller popped it
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. Cardi Hendricks, keep in mind that he was the last SWA champ. He never lost that belt. So
Correct.
now, I mean, he's out here playing basketball.
It did not count. No basket.
Had
Yeah.
his shoulder not been injured, would it have counted?
I think if his shoulder wasn't injured, he could have gotten that up quicker. I mean, it was very close. There was very little time left when he even collected the rebound, but I think he could have got a shot off quicker if his shoulder wasn't, still tweaked. I mean, the thing with karate though is, he plays a power forward. He plays the four, but that's really just because he's got the size and athleticism to get the rebounds that a guy like Freddie Fisher, bizarrely playing the center at such a small size, just really isn't suited for. Um, he it's weird. He plays the four, but you see him out there. He's guarding probably the Suns' best perimeter player in Torvald. He's a great shooter. He's denying Torvald any opportunity to really get room and take shots from outside.
Jacques hasn't done much outside of kind of some scramble things. Miles Manhoof, do you think he's a little bit jealous of his former protege moving into the main event status? Like, and does that affect his basketball game?
Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I think, I think he's just happy to be active and to be kind of, you know, not having to get kicked in the face as often as he was, when him and Miles were teaming up and battling the alt-right together. Not that he doesn't want to help Miles if Miles needs it, but I think he's of the age that it's getting close to winding his career down.
Right. We're seeing Blaster Robinson here, like we said before, injured his shoulder 2 weeks ago in wrestling. Kind of hesitant now to take a shot.
Yeah.
Man,
Kara-
karate is just,
Look at
yeah,
those numbers. 19 points,
unbelievable.
73% shooting. And the rest of
He's
the team,
carrying this team.
yeah, the rest of the team is shooting like 26% or something stupid.
Yep. And he's getting it done defensively too.
Yeah.
Gorvis. Big Blaster Robinson rebound. I hope Culpepper takes over.
I mean, it's a 5-point
They,
game,
they need him.
7 minutes. Or it's a 5-point game, goodness. Now it's a 7-point game.
Yep. Karate Hendricks is continuing where he was when he pretty much single-handedly took down the alt-right, and
Yeah.
he's got to be player of the game now. Like, dude, Jessica, Chudley, Terry does does it like I just gotta say it. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. Does an amazing game winner and a player of the game back to back with stats like these, like the shooting 72% in the game. Like, does that, like, should he get like a .TV title shot or something? Like, what
I
does that
mean,
mean?
potentially, I mean, I could argue that there's still time left in this game. We've definitely seen crazier things happen. I mean, I think we technically saw that in the last game. But yeah, I think if Karate stays on track and the Supreme team stays on track, I think we've definitely got to acknowledge and reward that performance with something. Beyond just another tournament appearance or you know God, Philly Supreme is not doing great.
Between Philly and Cheesesteak, I don't even think Hero's doing well, but none of them are really doing much.
I
A
mean,
lot of time left though.
I feel like before Karate really started to heat up in maybe the second quarter, Hero was doing his best to keep the Supremes in it, keeping the deficit from getting too crazy. So it's a 6-point game. Let's see if. Oh boy.
Rat Middle is just an aggressive fellow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's.
I'll tell you what, Rat Middle versus versus Bradford Culpepper is not a bad fight.
No. I mean, the thing is, so many of these matchups, I don't care if we see him in kickboxing and wrestling, just.
Hardcore
Yeah.
MMA,
Yeah.
one on one to 21.
Yeah. Well, look at what Rat Metal's done. He has brought the game to a 1-possession lead for Supreme Team.
Yeah, Chudley's seen a major swing here. When he came into the game, Philly Supremes were Supreme Family Buick team were wow, my God, hero. Only a two.
I think those shooting numbers have definitely gone up since
Oh yeah,
steadily over the course of this game.
oh yeah. Still bad.
True. God, what is going on? Amazing. And the thing is, Rat is not really an outside shooter. He likes to, or he likes to try anyway, to, you know, to work inside and just bang it, either on the blocks or just cut and make his moves. But wow, this has been a swing.
This is rough. This is rough.
Oh, Hero. Oh, Hero.
Terrible Hero. Terrible timing. 11-2 run in less than 2 minutes. Come on. We're seeing heavy swings.
God.
Freddie
Ball.
Fisher needs to get back in the game right now.
Yeah, the ball got away from everyone. It had to get collected.
Where's the ball?
Fisher is on the court now, so.
Is he?
Yeah, oh. That was... I don't know what that was that Rat was trying for. That was... He did not lead his,
Well,
his teammate very well.
We saw Kurt King have a very good first half. He's tired now. He's really not
Yeah.
in the game anymore.
No. He could probably take a seat.
Karate Hendricks trying to out-hustle everybody, not working out. Still a lot of time left for the Supremes. This is coming down to it.
Oh. I think Gorvis is getting really tired.
I'm sick and tired of Rat Middle and his silly, his silly weird shot.
Philly, though, finally making an impact.
Yeah, it was Karate Hendricks being in the right place in the right time, too, though, to help him dish that out.
I was surprised
Like
Philly didn't take it all, or Karate didn't take it all the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Xylop is on stilts.
Silent bonus.
Why are you on stilts, Xylop? Please do not get hurt.
This is terrible. Does not need to be doing this.
Is that Let Lou in the blimp cam, I wonder? Or is it the mask? But the mask guy's up in the rafters with his parachute bombs, right?
Yeah, he's dropping the parachute bombs that are just bricks wrapped in wire.
Which don't have as much impact because there's parachutes attached. But
You're right.
The volunteer ladies are throwing bricks up at the rafters trying to dislodge him. Oh my god. I mean, once again, we've got a game again. It's
Yeah.
I think we're about to see the player of the game, maybe potentially prematurely. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and whoever it is, if it's Karate, it means that Philly's gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean, God, he definitely. I think he deserves it, though. I mean, even.
Oh yeah, he got it right here. Yeah.
Even if Supreme Team loses, I don't know if there's anyone on the Sons of Anger that have done as much as he has for his team, or for their team.
Oh, he is the team. Look at this. He's like involved with every play.
I mean, he's scored a little less than half of the team's total points. He scored 22 of their 54. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's probably like 40% or something like that. It's insane.
Yeah. If this was, a regular 12-minute game and, both teams had around 100, I mean, that would be insane.
Yeah.
My god. Torvald using his normal socialist face to knock down that 3. Suns are up by 2.
Hero does not seem like he's concerned.
Corvus is still on the court, which is shocking because he looks exhausted. Bad
This
bad
is
possession.
not the time to get sloppy for the Supremes.
Kurt King is also tired. He is.
Captain White wants to come in the game for sure.
I think Bradford needs to show up probably for Maybe either Philly or uh, Freddie Fisher.
Yeah, probably Philly.
Yeah, he's got a good mid-range game that he can just stretch the floor a little bit more.
2.5 minutes left, 4 points. This is going to be
Oh,
tough.
oh God, we're seeing another collapse in progress. Philly just throwing it up riddle or middle, sorry, just snatching it and dishing it to Baptiste for his first points of the game.
I mean, these guys just recently
Oh,
got a lot of good knockouts
yeah,
in kickboxing. Those are the trios champs out there.
yeah. But here's Hero. He's looking, he's driving, he's trying to draw fouls. He knows, his team needs some easy points, and if he can get to the line consistently, that can definitely help out.
I hope Hero trains both of these.
We are back at a 5-point game. Wow, do you see Jean-Jacques, or sorry, Jacques Jean-Jacques with his eyes rolled in the back of his head like he's trying to
Yeah,
do some sort of voodoo curse?
it's true.
Supreme Team needs to get a stop, and they need to get one quick. They can't let the Suns just waste a ton of clock. Oh my God. I can't believe. I, I don't agree with the shot clock resetting on that. I don't think
I agree.
the Supreme Team never had control of it, never had possession. It should have still been counting down on the Suns' possession. It probably would have been a violation. I think I think the referees made a mistake. 6-point game. Let's see what. Oh my God.
Anything can happen, but
Oh,
Jesus.
the refs have swallowed their whistles in this last minute.
Absolutely terrible.
I feel like
In
Hero got
Philadelphia,
mugged.
of all places. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Look at this. Psylop just dances.
Dial up on
I
his
feel
roller
like,
skates.
I mean, the Sons of Anger are, the trios champs. It's a pretty big deal, but Supremes are proven draws.
Yeah.
Chudley Cannons in the chat is basically agreeing that this is pretty much over. Oh man. If only you could see, you could have been here for the last game live. My God.
Yeah. I think at this point, anytime a player is awarded player of the game and their team is winning, they need to they need to request that it be held back until the end of the game because that is basically proven to be a death sentence. Philly though, Philly's still trying out there. Never deny that man's grit. Uh-oh. Now there's some urgency. Full court defense. Rastaman's a decent foul shooter, though. You don't. I guess they're just setting up a foul to give. God. Oh, goodness, I was not even sure what happened. Okay. Interesting. Supreme Team intercepted the alley-oop and called an immediate timeout.
So this is over.
6-point
Just
game. 21.6
they just
seconds to go. No timeouts for the Supreme Team. They have got to score a quick three and either steal the ball or force an immediate foul. Hope the Suns miss their free throws. God, there's so much they've got to hope for. Oh, God, what? Nope, that's it. That is... I don't know what they were doing. Too much ball movement again.
it's terrible. It's so terrible. This is terrible. It's over.
Yeah.
Just end the game. These people need to end the game.
It looks like starters are coming off. Except for Corvus for some insane reason. I don't know why he's been forced to be out on the court for these last 17 seconds. He's exhausted. He needs some Gatorades.
You just gotta play. You gotta play. Shoot the ball, hero. This is the worst. Well, I guess now the Sons of Anger play Belly Ribbon next week, or whenever we do this again.
I guess. Yeah, Chudley, that's that the last minute, or I guess the last 2 minutes of a close basketball game are shown to be the longest amount of time in sports.
Yeah, it's the
Timeouts,
worst.
fouls. Rat Rat Middle might have taken player of the game honors away from Karate. We'll have to look at the. I hate to say, oh, it's all about stats, but it'll be interesting to see what the stats show.
Yeah. Well, that's Chudley. They're not. These men are not, professionals by any means. And it's 9 minutes.
Yeah.
22.7 rebounds, 2 assists. He would have had like a 30-point game, probably a double-double. I mean, that's a damn good game. Crowdy Hendricks had a damn good game. Hero doesn't really shoot that well. Neither does any of the Supremes.
No. Oh, I was hit the wrong button.
Bradford Culpepper is who really kind of sunk him this game.
Yeah.
Which is funny because last game he played really well.
Fisher with 6 assists.
Captain White also didn't do too well.
God, Jesus, with 4 turnovers.
Jesus is not good.
9 turnovers from the Supreme trio. God.
Why 1 more point from the Clippers, Chudley?
Would that have been 69? I thought it was 66. I don't remember the final score. It's
I
bad.
don't remember either.
It just ended, and I do not remember the final score.
Yeah.
I assume that's what he's talking about. Hendricks responsible for 26 points. Three dunks. 27 minutes. Amazing. Wow, Kirk King with
Oh, nice. It's a nice joke.
Gorvis, 36 minutes. He should have sat down at some point.
Damn.
Kurt and Gorvis with 9 boards apiece. Torvald with 6.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. But look at that.
All right.
The Suns don't have. I mean, you know,
They
Kurt
don't
King
have
was.
that great player.
Yeah, they have.
Kurt King was good, but that's not superstar.
No,
36,
no one that's
29
gonna.
minutes.
Yeah, no one that's gonna wow you.
Like Karate Hendricks is wow, you know.
Yeah.
And most of that Kurt King came in the first half.
Yeah.
Like even defensively, like he was almost invisible in the second half.
Yeah.
All right, well, unless we kickbox this weekend, we'll see you this Sunday for the next SCFL.
Yep. 68 to 60.
Okay.
That was the score. That's what it was.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.